And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more. Thank you for tuning into this Sunday afternoon 2K Sports edition of the NBA. With Brett Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. D.A., take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. The Blazers have now been in the playoffs 8 straight seasons. Damian Lillard says, me and CJ in our careers, we've always won. Now, our team hasn't won the championship, but we've always won. And I think a big part of that is you know how to impact winning and make it happen. Guys, back to you.
He does. When it's on the line, it is Dame time. Thank you, D.A. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Out in the front court along with Tatum. The Cobra out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Williams at center. And for the Trailblazers, at the guard spots, longtime teammates Lillard and McCollum. Powell and Covington up at the forward. And it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. And at this point of the year, what's the main thing you think Brent, a head coach, has to do to keep his team focused for the second half of the season?
Well, again, keeping guys in great physical shape. So a balance of playing in the games and getting minutes, but also getting on the practice court, which is interesting after coming out of the pandemic season. Kevin, a lot of teams just didn't find any practice time. And this year, if you get back to the regular season schedule, there's ample time to be on the floor. How do you manage that practice time, and how do you manage the rest for guys, active rest on those days off to be ready for the game? Well, if you read the scouting report on Schroeder, he likes to get into the basket as close as possible because he's usually good from there.
Now here's McCollum. Pass to Powell. 4 on the clock. 16 feet away. Rebounded by the Celtics. Covington with the steal. McCollum with the ball. Now guarded by Tatum. From deep. McCollum no good. Here's the Cobra. Defended by Covington. Out left to the wing. Schroeder, left side. Rebounded by Covington.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
The big hands Williams has, especially effective at just gobbling up misses on both ends.
The Celtics shooting their first free throw this game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Here's Lillard. Offensively, he's been a one-man wrecking crew. His scoring average is over 30 points a game. Down low. Lays it up off the glass.
And maybe a deep breath moment for them. They're now 1 for 4 to start the game.
The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. It's Williams, high post. To the middle. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And Portland has possession. Here's Powell. And he uses the glass on the layup.
That play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
The Celtics have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's the Cobra, covered by Lillard. Here's Williams. Nurkic with the block.
At 7 feet tall, Nurkic, not easy to get around. That time throws that one away.
Here's McCollum. The shot, no good. And the Celtics going the other way now. And the injury troubles for Yusuf Nurkic the last few seasons, Brent. My goodness. Freak injuries, too. Just bad luck.
I feel like we've said that about the Blazers for about 30 years. And for Nurkic especially, just the broken leg, a broken wrist. And, you know, when he was in the lineup last year, Kevin, they were one of the best defensive starting fives in the game. With him being out, they suffered. Let's hope he has good health for the rest of his career. And trust me, Dennis Schroeder would love to score the basketball, but his ability to set up his teammates is also effective.
Passes it to Nurkic. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. He dishes it to Lillard. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
Tatum's shot is off.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
McCollum finds Lillard. This one for three. Again, the miss by Lillard.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Here's McCollum. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Greg, you've got the unique opportunity right now to watch your son Cole follow in your footsteps. What has changed for players now versus when you played?
Well, I think the players today are so much smarter, and they prepare to be pros at such an earlier age. And honestly, I think that's one of the advantages our league has. You know, you don't have to teach these guys responsibility. You may have to teach them the game, but they are ready, willing, and able to work to achieve their goals.
Lillard from outside. Portland again missing.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Now here's Powell after Jaylen Brown's miss. Now Powell. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Schroeder passes to the Cobra. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. 6 points for the Cobra.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Six to shoot. Got a piece of it. Ring shot on the way. And it's Portland with the rebound. Pass to McCollum. There's the dish to Powell. And there's the pass to Covington. Lillard outside. From deep. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Celtics leading by 8. The Cobra passes to Brown. He kicks it to Schroeder. Here's the Cobra, covered by Lillard. Tatum, that's for 2. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Tatum's got 6.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Here's McCollum. Sinks that one from the post.
Making the floater look effortless. McCollum has the body control and touch to drop that kind of shot in consistently.
The Cobra passes to Schroeder. The Celtics working the ball around now. There's the lob to Brown.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Trailblazers trail by 10. Now here's McCollum. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game.
And they've come out with a take no prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Here's the Cobra. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland. Looking to end his cold spell. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Yeah, so do the quick short dribbles and then create some space. Try to guard that.
It's Williams high post. Passes it to the Cobra. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. And that's now 9 points for the Cobra.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Yeah, his shot is just not there tonight, guys. And instead of trying to shoot himself out of the slump, maybe he needs to start moving the ball around and creating for his teammates.
Entirely new group here for Portland. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Simon. And here's Little. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. From deep, McLemore, and he's good on the 3-ball.
You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
We've got Little. Hands out there with Cody Zeller. Then it's McLemore, and it's Simons in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Zeller.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Six on the shot clock. Richardson for 3, kept alive. Williams buries it down low. Williams has got 7 points.
And they continue to control the glass.
Pass to Nurkic to the inside. It'll go. The Boston lead is cut down now to just 5 in the bucket from Powell.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
Williams up on top. He's guarded by Nurkic.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Boston leading by 7. The Cobra passes to Williams. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Boston. Here is Williams. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
What I really love about this kid, you know, Williams he's physical, he's explosive, and yes, he plays above the rim. He just brings that nastiness to the game.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball, following the bucket by the Celtics. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from McCollum.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
It's Brown on the wing, guarded by McLemore. Baseline try. Brown, good.
And when you give Brown some daylight, he pounces on it. Just a fantastic offensive player.
Pass to Nurkic. It's Powell on the wing. Inside. Here's Covington. Williams with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. Here's McCollum.
wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
Now that he's attracting so much defensive attention, Greg, Brown is routinely getting others involved.
And how about his assist numbers have skyrocketed? And it's really not surprising. His sole focus is doing what's best for the team.
Brown against Powell. McCollum with the ball. There's the drive. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Boston.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
I also love the early energy that they've played with, pushing the ball every chance they get, exploring quick shots, and showing some serious fast break offense.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Powell. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 7 rebounds in the game. Brown inside. Powell's there. And it's Brown missing.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in. And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
Here's the Cobra. Kicks to Williams. Brown down low. Defended by Covington. And it's good for 2. Brown's got the lead up to 13 now for the Celtics.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Back to McCollum, trying to get something going. Tries again, and the layup is up and in. McCollum's got 6.
Sometimes CJ, just with movement alone, finds himself in the right spot, and this time picks up a couple of garbage points.
Here's the Cobra. He's got 11. Here's Williams on the money with the open jumper. He's got 7. Trailblazers have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Powell against Schroeder. To the paint. Here's McCollum. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. McCollum's got 6 in the quarter.
Lots of ways that CJ can burn you right there. Super effective on the inside.
Inside, the Cobra, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Powell, the pass to McCollum. Driving to the basket, and McCollum with the slam.
Even though McCollum's a little bit thin, he doesn't mind taking the contact and moving away from it before scoring.
And out of Lehigh, C.J. McCollum, probably the best player ever out of the Patriot League.
Yeah, I don't think that's a stretch, Kevin. In 2013, when he was taken 10th in the NBA draft, I think a lot of people were trying to look up not just C.J. McCollum's name, but where Lehigh was in the country. But that draft pick has paid off huge for Portland. Him and Lillard have been one of the most dynamic backcourts in the league for the last few seasons. And it is a tough matchup on a nightly basis to try to produce against what McCollum brings to the table offensively.
And that one's good. Schroeder. And the Celtics lead by 12.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And the foul called on the Cobra. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Nurkic the pass to Lillard. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Lillard's got 9.
Always an appreciation for Lillard and his build, just how rugged he is, along with that fearlessness.
The Cobra passes to Brown. He feeds it to Williams. And Greg, some star big men have complained that they get hit all game long. But they're not getting the foul calls these guards do on the perimeter.
I have to agree. I mean, and on a lot of those.
And so it's the Boston Celtics holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys. Here with Jason Tatum. You have been rolling early. How did you get in that rhythm?
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
There was no stopping Jason Tatum in the first half. He had 16 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 block. And let's get your thoughts, big fella, on the Celtics.
Their efforts in the paint have really paid dividends. It's been a focal point for them, not so much for the other team. That's been the difference in the game.
Kenny, let's get your insight on Portland.
Right now, they're shooting in the low 30s from the outside. In today's style of perimeter offense, that's not enough to force the defense to expect. They have to work on getting better quality shots.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
And, guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. On the floor for Boston. In the post, it's Tatum and Williams. Dennis Schroeder is out there with the Cobra. And it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. McCollum against Schroeder. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from McCollum.
Well, McCollum undersized at his position, at least in terms of his strength. But he can play that way because he competes. That's a tough one there.
The Cobra passes to Tatum. And he drives in. Shoots over Lillard. And again, it's Boston converting.
Using the bounce, Tatum just explodes to the hoop so quick.
McCollum kicks to Lillard. Back to McCollum. Portland moving the ball around. And finished off by Nurkic.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Schroeder passes to the Cobra. And that one is hammered home.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read. Calls his own number and then sends it home.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Here's Lillard. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
Damian doesn't need a lot of time to get a shot off and found some space there.
Here he goes. And he goes in for the dunk.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Doesn't get it to drop for him. Great D that time from Dennis Schroeder.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Brown with it, now defended by McCollum. Here's the Cobra. Dishes to Williams. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Clock is at 3. The Celtics need to get a shot off. That one falls. 19 points for the Cobra.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Now the pass to Nurkic. Lillard outside. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Powell, no one around him, knocks down the three ball. Powell's got 7 points.
Well, that's right on the money from Lillard. That's how you finish a possession.
Here's Brown. Offensive rebound, Celtics. Passes to Tatum. On the wing, Brown. Here's the Cobra. He dishes it to Williams. Shot clock at 6. The tray. And it's Brown missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Nurkic against Tatum. Back to Brown. Pass to the Cobra. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. The Cobra's got 21 in the game.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Now here's Lillard. D right on him. Boston leading by 14. Here's the lob to the hoop.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Portland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Pass to Nurkic. Brown against Powell. Lillard attacking. It's tipped. Kicks it out to McCollum. Clock at 6. Here's Nurkic. And finally they hit one.
Yeah, when Nurkic goes across the lane, they're hard to get him out of the way, and he collects the offensive rebound.
Outside Tatum. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. And McLemore, he's checked in for Portland. And the Celtics also making a change. Williams is checked in. Here's McLemore. He's got 8. Lillard outside. Looking to get it going. And that's 2 points on the layup. He's got 19.
That's high-level concentration there from Lillard. Stays under control in the face of some pretty good defense.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
Here's McCollum. He's got 13. The pass to Nurkic. Lillard from outside. Rebound, Boston. Williams has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
Well, he got off to a terrific start from the perimeter, but in the second half, he can't seem to build on that early success.
The Cobra passes to Williams. Here's Tatum. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
McCollum dishes to Nurkic. McCollum kicks to Lillard. Passes it to Nurkic. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Shots good by McLemore.
Good to watch Nurkic out there concentrate on his passing. At 7 feet tall, he sure can scan the floor.
Williams scanning the floor. To the left wing. Here's the Cobra. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Williams has got 4 assists in the game. Trailblazers trail by 16. Lillard, the pass to Covington. Now Lillard. He's got 19. McCollum kicks to Lillard.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's not just about stopping the offense in the scouting report. It's about knowing where to be when those shots are going to be missed. And they're doing a nice job on the rebounding.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's McCollum. Uses the glass to finish the layup. McCollum's got 15.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Out of the wings for him, McCollum and Powell. Zeller is out there with Larry Nance, and it's Simons in at the point guard. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
He can be just lethal from the perimeter. Even though he didn't get good looks in the first quarter, will that make right there? That could change things.
And Portland making a change here. Nurkic is checked in. McCollum outside. Now the dish to Powell. Pass to Simons. And the dunk by Powell.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. 23 points for Jason Tatum.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Here's Simons. Now here's Powell. 5 on the clock. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Now that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
And there's Enes Kanter on the assist by Richardson. 8 points for Enes Kanter.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
Back to McCollum. Count the bucket. And he's got a... And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Robert Covington picks one up.
And the rise of Tatum, boy, it has been fun to watch. And many believe he's nowhere close to being done improving yet.
And you think back to that 2017 draft, scouts trying to poke holes in Tatum's game, but really he just needed a little time to develop his skills and get stronger.
Simons, the pass to McCollum. To the wing on the left. Here's Simons. Here's Nurkic. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And without naming names, it feels like Tatum, you know, is starting to dominate other all-stars at his position.
And now his game is so complete. Regularly over 40% from three. He can drive it, post you up. The only success defenders have is when they guess right.
Passes to the Cobra from deep three-point range. Doesn't go for him. and the Trailblazers going the other way.
One made three formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
It's McCollum on the wing. He's guarded by Schroeder, and that one is good. McCollum's got 4 points this quarter.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Schroeder looking over the floor. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Using some brute force to take it strong to the rack. Cantor leaving nothing to chance.
Pass to Simons. McCollum outside. Hits the three-point bomb. McCollum's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Richardson the pass to the Cobra. Driving the lane. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. The pass to Powell. That's a two from Simons. Again, the Trailblazers good for two.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Now here's Schroeder. Defense right on him. Portland grabs the miss.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's McCollum. A second chance effort. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Nurkic.
Well, Nurkic is so big, does a great job, and fends off the defense on his way to the score.
He's guarded by Nurkic. There's the feed to Schroeder. Kicks it out to Richardson. Another shot. Pass to the Cobra. Now here's Schroeder, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Celtics making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Portland's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Powell against Tatum. Pass to Nurkic. Over Richardson. Here's McCollum. Great D that time from Dennis Schroeder.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Kicks to Nurkic. McCollum outside. Over Williams. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They've cashed in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the second half. That extra effort will help them cut into this deficit.
Here's the Cobra. He is guarded by McCollum. Pass to Schroeder. Just 5 on the clock. From outside the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. 30 points for the Cobra.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
McCollum outside. Nurkic the pass to Simons. His three-pointers off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's the Cobra. Driving inside. And that one is stuffed right through.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read. Calls his own number and then sends it home.
Here's McCollum. Rebound, Boston. Schroeder's got 6 rebounds in the game. The 3 from Tatum. C.J. McCollum comes up with the rebound. Trailblazers trail by 13. Takes the 13-footer. Again, McCollum missing. The Celtics have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. Here's the Cobra, defended by Covington. Here's the Cobra. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now here's Powell. Tight defense on him. Williams with the block. They get it back. Here's the Cobra. Schroeder outside. Floats it up for Williams. And no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it. Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
To the middle. And a strong finish with two hands.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Boston leading by 11. Tatum against Covington. At the elbow, Williams. And the pass to the Cobra. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Damian Lillard, he's checked in for Anthony Simons. Brown, he's checked in for Boston. Here's Lillard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, we talk about the clutch scoring of Damian Lillard. I'll put it in black and white. Since he entered the league in 2012, nobody has more makes in the last 20 seconds of a game to tie or go ahead. Nobody.
1:46 left to play here in the fourth. The Cobra passes to Schroeder. Shot clock at 6. To the inside. That's good from Williams on the assist by Schroeder. 16 points for Williams. And the list of players with multiple series clinching buzzer beaters in the playoffs: Michael Jordan and Damian Lillard.
And with a little bon voyage wave of the hand for good measure, Dame time is as real as it gets.
Powell with the steal. Here's McCollum. And Boston with the rebound. Williams has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Brown. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 14.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Celtics.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And with this win, they'll end up notching another victory for this year's campaign, win number 33.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off. And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was.
For the Cobra.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And standing 6'3" at that shooting guard spot, you know, the naysayers will question McCollum's lack of size.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
fingerprinted. Bumper with the chrome finish, mesmerizing all the women. Right here, leave them winded. Game super tight, out of sight, fifth dimension. White walls, gold dating, such a beautiful friendship. Chevys, Caprices, Buicks, just a few I could mention. Slow and steady till she ready. I ain't new to this. In the single file line, like they serving detention. Got that get set, cause all this candy keep dripping. Going 2 miles an hour, left them sour like lemons. Put the pedal to the metal, catching up can be expensive. Supreme gasoline, full synthetic for my engine. Bouncing, turning and bending, looking for that. No placating, no pretending, get it, pop it, topic trending.